Breaking news from the world of cycling. Hello, Louis.
Hey, Chris.
Do you wanna fill them in?
I'd rather not.
Come on.
What's
the news?
I don't know.
Big
What is
industry
the news?
big industry news, man. Wahoo announces acquisition of RGT.
Acquisition?
Acquisition.
It's a big word.
Isn't it?
Mm.
What do you think to it?
What's RGT?
Have you done any research on this?
Well, you just told me. The big news in. I said I didn't know.
Mate, you're in the cycling industry now. You should know stuff like this. RGT, formerly known as Road Grand Tours, which essentially is an online training platform very similar to its rival, as we know as Zwift. Right?
Ah.
Wahoo have just bought it. Huge news.
That is big news, yeah. What does that mean for Zwift?
Well, what's it matter what it means for Zwift? It don't mean anything for Zwift. I know we need to talk about Zwift, but it doesn't mean anything for them at the minute. But what it does mean is Wahoo have pretty much just cornered the whole indoor training market. They have everything. So with Zwift, right? Just going back to Zwift briefly. Zwift have been working on hardware for a long old time. Their first attempt at hardware was shown a few months ago now, and it wasn't received very well by the Zwift fanatics.
Why is that?
Well, look, have you seen it?
No.
Jamie, bring a picture up. What do you think to that?
Oh, no.
Grim, innit?
Yeah. Why a unicorn?
Well, I say it's not grim. It's just nah. I think they just missed the mark. Whether that was just a mock-up of something that they just wanted to put out into the world, just so it'd get people talking, I don't know. But they've been trying to create their own hardware for a while, which is really gonna kind of murk a lot of the hardware companies. If you think about it, Wahoo is a hardware company. Zwift is nothing more than a software company. Zwift is just a platform, but without the hardware, it's nothing.
So now they're dabbling in hardware. Obviously, Wahoo are going to be thinking, oh, wait a minute, I might as well dabble in software.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't some sort of collaboration between Zwift and a hardware company before now, but obviously it's not going to be Wahoo anymore. So they've basically bought the second largest, or the second best, however you want to see it, online training platform. But Wahoo have
you ever
also
played this platform?
RGT, yeah. We did a couple of videos on it. I've raced on it. I've done live streams on it, and we went to a bike show down in London a few years ago. Me and Tim, and we experienced it for the first time. Bit weird though in a few of its features. Like graphically, I don't think it's as smooth as Zwift,
Really?
but it does have some good features on it. Like,
Such as?
well, on Zwift, for instance, you can go as fast as you want round a corner, and there's no ill effect on your avatar. Some of them are breaking the laws of physics, really, in what they can do. However, with RGT, what will happen is there's automatic braking, so it knows that you can't go 100k round a hairpin.
I mean, that's good.
So it applies some brakes, so it doesn't matter how hard you're pressing the pedals, your avatar won't go any faster because you're in a corner. So it definitely creates a different kind of feel for a race, much more real life. I'd say this is much more of a simulator.
Mind you, it's a forced feel, though, isn't it? Like, I guess if you went too hard in real life around a corner, you just come off your bike. So maybe they should adopt this electric approach where you just span yourself off on the corner.
Well, there was
then you'd have to naturally slow down, so you'd learn bike skills.
There was a game
rather
that
than automatically braking for them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
A lot of people don't have brakes to actually brake. The software's not there for that yet. Maybe it will be in the future. There was a game that did that. That'll remain nameless for now.
What's that?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just carry on.
What?
Let's go.
You can't just do that.
Yeah, I can.
All right. There was a game that used to span you off on the corners.
Yeah, if you went too fast.
A cycling game.
Yeah, go and check my TikTok out. You'll see it in my TikToks. Anyway, Wahoo have now got an online training platform, but they also bought Sufferfest, which is like a really, really good, and I really rate this Sufferfest. It was a bit old school, but it's been developed now with Wahoo, and they've created this really good training platform to get the best out of your indoor workouts. and like you can do yoga on it, you can do stretching, you can do strength work, all from the comfort of your home. Essentially, Wahoo now are, for want of a better phrase, they're almost like Peloton in the fact that they've got the whole ecosystem nailed. They've got everything. They've got social riding with RGT, they've got specific training with Wahoo's system, and they've got the hardware to back it up.
So what are you saying, that Zwift should be worried?
But
it's healthy competition, right?
Listen, if they do it right, there's a big market share to be stolen, I think, off Zwift.
Stolen?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Zwift's seen as the one to beat because it has the biggest market share, it spends the most money on marketing, it's got the biggest riders, the biggest names, all riding it. Everyone knows just about what Zwift is now. Very similar to everyone knows what Peloton is, right? But if these Wahoo guys and RGT put their heads together, they could certainly make Zwift work for the money.
Sounds to me like the easiest option. Is it easier to build hardware than it is to build software? So if all Zwift has to do is just build like a Speedo, whatever it is.
It's not as easy as that, though, is it?
I know it's not, but
All right, let's pretend it is.
So all they have to do is sellotapes and lollipop sticks to your back wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And then that magically transforms.
Count how many times they go round, and that gives you
Yeah.
your power. Yeah, true. Yeah, I wonder if they thought of that though.
Well,
maybe we should start a hardware company, Louis. Yeah. What would we call it? I'd call it Vroom Vroom.
Fruit and nut.
What are you? Are you the fruit or the nut?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
I don't know.
I'm the chocolate.
We'll call it. What?
WATT.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What?
What? But you have to shout it. Yeah. So but it is really interesting. I think it's the biggest seismic shift in indoor training for a long time.
For a long time. What was the last one?
Probably. Good question. Garmin buying Tax, that was pretty big.
What's Tax?
Tax was it's very similar to Wahoo. I'm sure people from Wahoo are listening to this now. They'll be cursing me saying that Tax is nothing like it, but Tax essentially made hardware. So they made a bike, they make rollers, they make smart trainers, stuff like that. Also water bottles. They make water bottles. Tax do.
Well, they're very difficult to make.
Taxing, some might say.
How much did they pay for it?
£7.80.
Wow.
Plus VAT.
That is cheap.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what it was? They'd put it on eBay, but they put the description in wrong, so no one found it.
Yeah.
They spelled RGT wrong. They'd actually put RTG. Wahoo just happened to come across it, put a bid in, thinking they'd never get it. Boom, they ended up winning it.
That's what happens when I try and sell signed autographs of Chris Pritchard. I think I must spell his name wrong.
Prickard.
It actually cost me money.
To give them to people?
Yeah.
Please take this. There's £2.
Please.
Thanks, mate.
The sale doesn't cover the postage.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It'll be an undisclosed figure, won't it? They won't say it, but it'll be in the tens of millions,
Really?
I guess. I suppose it's the value, it's the future value of the company, isn't it? And they clearly think that they're going to make a lot. It's got to be. If anybody does know in the chat, in the comments, let us know what the figure is, or at least what you think it might be. Let's start some rumours.
So there we have it. That's the news of the day, is it? Or the week?
Pretty much, yeah. Big news. Leave your comments down below and let us know. Strange thing is, though, I was just doing a bit of research, Pretty good at doing research, me. Wahoo last week or the week before last actually started laying off people. Obviously, it's kind of... There must be different divisions, and they're obviously seeing that those divisions aren't making them money, or that's not where they want to go. But it kind of sucks, doesn't it? When you make someone redundant, it makes you feel like the company's losing money. I don't know. I'm no Bill Gates, so I don't know. But it's just strange that you pay £7.80 for a brand new company, yet you're chucking people not under the bus, but you're making them redundant the week before. I don't know.
I don't know. It's a bit weird. I mean, Unless that rule is literally redundant. But
Talking of redundancies,
yeah.
and the other news is you're no longer required.
Why are you looking in the mirror?
Hey. Shall we leave it here?
Yes, please.
Cool. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think to this acquisition between Wahoo and RGT.
Acquisition.
Anything else?
No.
Last word with you. Go on.
Bangers. Goodbye.